I hear in my mind all of these words. I hear in my mind all of this music, and it breaks my heart, and it breaks my heart.
Happy Tuesday, everyone. So the topic this week was to list things that I find beautiful in other people. And the easiest way for me to do this was to think of qualities that I look for in a person. This was not an easy thing for me to do because I feel like I've done some soul searching through this topic and challenge. I never really knew what I looked for in a person or what I found sexy in a person or beautiful, and so I really had to think about it, but this is what I came up with. I think the sexiest quality that somebody can have is confidence. Not cockiness, not arrogance, confidence. Just believing in yourself, being confident with how you look, how you feel, what you're doing. If you can be happy with yourself at the end of the day, no matter what you've done, you're doing something right. This is actually one of my favorite quotes. It's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice. I'm not saying I want to kiss ass. I don't want anyone to be overly nice, but just kindness in general is something that I find beautiful, where people don't have to struggle to be kind. It just comes naturally. I also think a really good quality to have is to be able to laugh at yourself. If you make a mistake, you do something wrong, you fall over, be able to laugh at yourself. Don't sweat the small stuff. Last but not least, humor is so important. You don't have to be overly funny, you don't have to be a comedian, but you have to have some kind of natural ability to make a hard situation funny. Be able to look back and laugh. I don't like anybody who's too serious or not serious enough. There's a thin line between those two, and I think that's a very beautiful thing to have as a person. The challenge. This one is really hard for me. I had to make a list of things that I thought were beautiful in myself. And as some of you guys know, I'm not real great at talking about myself or being confident in who I am or being able to say good things about myself. I'm kind of a pessimist. I'm not going to say I hate myself or I don't like myself, because that's not true, but it's hard for me to think of things that make me a good person. So this was kind of a hard list to write, but here's what I got. I always have had the ability to hope and believe that things will get better, even if they don't. Been through a lot of tough things in my life, and I've always been strong enough to get through them and look towards the future and not dwell on the past. I'm a very strong person, not physically, just emotionally, mentally. Yes, I'm a very emotional person, which I also think is beautiful, because there's no wall there. There's no wall right here. My emotions, they spill out. And that may not be a good thing, but in my eyes, I think it's a beautiful quality in myself, is that I'm not afraid to say how I feel or talk about what's going on in my life. I'm very open, I'm very honest. You can ask me anything and I will give you a 100% straight up answer. I've always been really selfless, and by that I mean I put others before myself. I always make sure that everybody else is okay before I start working on me. I've always been a very giving, compassionate, kind, loving person who genuinely cares about other people. I'm a very patient person as well. It's hard to be patient sometimes, but that's one quality that I've always had, is that I'm very patient. I don't have to know something right away. I don't have to have something right away. I can wait on it and work towards it. I've always said in my head and said to other people, you have to take risks in life. Life is too short, way too fucking short, to not go after what you want, to not take a risk. Yeah, a lot of the times risks can end badly, but you'll never know unless you take them. I'm not saying go rob a bank. If you want money, get a job, you know, but you gotta take risks. If you're afraid that, if you want something and you're afraid to go for it, that's not a good thing. Thank you, Chelsea, for picking this topic and challenge. I really like when we do serious topics and challenge. I know we're supposed to be like a funny collab channel, and we all have our little quirks about us that make each video humorous, but I think it was a really good topic and challenge. I like the more serious ones because we get to know each other better, the viewers get to know us better, and in the end we know ourselves better. Have an awesome week. The video is in the sidebar. It is called the Baracapella They are singing the Yes We Can song by will.i.am and Obama's speech, and it's a cappella. It's just a choir singing it a cappella, and I think it's really beautiful and really awesome, so you guys should check out the video definitely. And I will see you all next week, and have a good one.
When it breaks my heart.